We all want to live a good life, a life of justice, honesty, and kindness. But how often do our daily actions actually reflect these ideals? It's easy to have principles, but it's much harder to live by them when we're wronged, annoyed, or feel unheard. The Stoics were masters of this practical application. They didn't just talk about virtue. They created a blueprint for living it moment by moment. Today, let's explore their timeless advice on how to transform our intentions into our reality. Righteousness and justice. Everything you dream of achieving in time can be yours right now if you are not stingy with yourself. That is, if you leave behind all the past, entrust the future to providence, and deal only with the present righteously and justly. Righteously means with love for what fate allots, since nature brought it to you, and you to it. And justly means nobly and without evasion, speaking the truth and acting according to law and worth. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. According to Aulus Gellius, Epictetus once said, "He who keeps these two words in his heart and takes care to follow and observe them will become practically sinless and will live the most serene life." He called these two words anichu, endure, and apeshu, abstain. This is excellent advice. But what principles should determine what we must endure and from what we must abstain? Marcus Aurelius gives us the right answer: righteousness and justice. In other words, virtue, honesty by default. How rotten and insincere is the one who says, "You know, I'd rather just be straightforward with you. What are you doing, man?" There is no need for a preamble. It will reveal itself at once. It should be written right on your face. It should be right in your voice. It should come right from your eyes. Just as a beloved immediately knows everything in the gaze of a lover. In general, a simple and good person should be like someone with a strong odor, so that a bystander approaching him, whether they want to or not, immediately senses it. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. Let's take these broad principles of righteousness and justice and apply them to something we do every day. Speaking. One of the purest forms of justice is honesty. We've all used phrases like, "I'm going to be frank with you. I'll be honest." With all due respect, whether these phrases are empty or not, they raise a natural question. If you have to preface your words with such markers of honesty and directness, what does that say about your other words? If you're announcing that you're being honest now, does that mean you're usually lying? What if, instead, you cultivated a life and a reputation where honesty was as valuable as genuine currency, as clear and expressed as a contract, as permanent as a tattoo? This would not only spare you the need for the assurances that other, less scrupulous people have to use, but it would also make you a better person. Eternal love. Hecaton says, "I will show you a love potion without any drugs, without herbs, without any witch's spell. If you wish to be loved, love." Seneca, Moral Letters to Lucilius. But a virtuous life is not just about being honest and just. It is also about a powerful, proactive force. Barbara Jordan, a leader in the African American women's rights movement, spoke at the 1992 Democratic National Convention against the greed, selfishness, and division of the previous decade. People were ready for a change. Change from what to what? She asked. Change from the 1980s environment to an environment in which there is a commitment to the public interest, community service, tolerance, and love. Love, 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 love. Why? Because, as the Beatles sang, In the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. This is true not only in politics, not only in relation to tolerance, but also in personal life. Cases where hatred helps are practically non-existent. But almost every situation can be improved with love, or with empathy, understanding, appreciation, even one in which you are opposing someone. And who knows, maybe you'll even get some of that love back in return. Revenge is a dish best not served at all. The best way to defend yourself is not to be like them. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. To choose love is the ultimate creative act. But what happens when we are faced with the opposite, when someone harms us? Our first instinct is often for revenge. The Stoics, however, offer a radically different path. How much better it is to heal an injury than to avenge it. Vengeance wastes much time and exposes you to many more injuries than the first that sparked it. Anger always outlasts the pain. Isn't it better to take a different path? Would we not think a man insane who kicked back at a mule or bit back at a dog? Seneca on anger. Suppose someone treated you rudely, or someone got the promotion you deserved because they took credit for your work or did something dishonest. It's natural to think that's just how the world works. Or one day it will be my turn to do the same. Or most often I will get my revenge for this. But these would be the worst possible reactions to such behavior. As Marcus Aurelius and Seneca wrote, the right reaction, and in fact the best revenge, is precisely the refusal of revenge. If someone was rude, and you responded with rudeness, you have only confirmed that the person was right. If you responded to dishonesty with dishonesty, you have confirmed their belief that everyone lies. Today, let's try to be better than what disappoints or hurts us. Let's try to be the example that others would follow. It's terrible to be a deceiver, to be selfish, to feel the need to harm our fellow human beings. Meanwhile, living in accordance with morality is quite pleasant. Don't be angry, help. Are you angry at a man for sweating? For having bad breath? What can he do? Such is his mouth, such are his armpits. And it is inevitable that such an emanation should come from them. But the man has reason. He could have attended to it and realized his fault. Well done. Turns out you have reason too. So use your rational faculty to move the rational faculty of another. Point it out, remind him. If he listens, you will cure him, and there is no need to be angry. Neither an actor nor a whore. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. This principle of not stooping to another's level applies not just to great injustices, but to the small, daily annoyances that test our patience. Imagine a person sitting next to you on a plane, talking loudly and encroaching on your personal space. You clench your teeth, hating them with every fiber of your being, because such people are rude, ignorant, and disgusting. In such cases, you might feel like you're barely restraining yourself from murder. But before such a thought enters your head, you could politely suggest your neighbor quiet down, or reduce the problem by asking a flight attendant to move you to another seat. We are often more willing to get angry and boil over than to start an uncomfortable conversation. A conversation that could help this person and make the world around both of you better. For some reason, we don't just want this to happen, we expect it to happen magically. As if we can make other people change just by drilling holes in their skulls with an angry stare. Although, if you think that way, it does raise a question: who here is actually being rude? Righteousness, justice, honesty, love. These aren't just words. They are choices. the choice to be honest by default, the choice to love first, the choice to break the cycle of revenge, and the choice to help rather than get angry. Each day offers us countless opportunities to practice. This is the Stoic path, a life built not on grand declarations, but on small, virtuous actions. If you're ready to walk this path with us, subscribe to the channel and let's practice together.